Welcome back to Janky AF. Little update on the Buick here. As you can see, the studio is a complete and utter disaster. I've been feverishly wrapping presents, trying to wrap up painting jobs for work. But the good news is, after a long delay, I actually recorded a whole nother episode. I went on a long rant. Major setback with the Buick. Alright, I'm a little bit fired up here, so, okay? But guess what? There's also a pandemic going on, okay? But guess what? Okay? But guess what? But guess what? But guess what? But guess what? This is not about that. This is about just being reasonable in business. But guess what? There's also a pandemic going on. If it's just a little nipple that's been, okay, you can make more money. If it's just a little nipple, you can make more money, more money, more money, more money. You can make more money. If it's just a little nipple, okay? But guess what? There's also, I'm a little bit fired up here. But I'm not going to post that episode because I actually had a happy ending where I was dealing with Rock Auto and it was past the return frame, but I hadn't been able to get the parts in, so no one had seen them after 30 days. Yada, 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 yada. I went on a long rant. You can make more money. And ended up not posting the episode because ended up that Rock Auto gave me a store credit. Because I explained the circumstances. I watched a couple other videos that were saying how they you know, it is kind of tricky because they don't have a phone number you can contact, so you have to go through email. But anyways, happy ending. We have this beautiful Leland Global radiator here, all aluminum. And look at this beauty. Just look at those beautiful welds. And it's just a, you know, a work of art, really. Just so this thing should be bulletproof. This thing should last forever. It's really, really nice. Leland Global, right out of Syracuse, New York. Can you believe that? A local company. So that's always fun to support. Now on the old one, I got another Leland, but this little nipple here was completely bent to shit. Oh, pardon my French. I'll try to show you some pictures that my mechanic sent me, and I believe one of these outlets here was sort of bent as well. We'll put that back on. And then the other great thing, move this out of the way here for a second, is I got these beautiful white wall tires. Now, of course, they look like a blue wall, but I'm sure that'll come off. And these are a, actually forget, I think they're, well, they're a 16-inch tire. Now, the wheels I had, they were from a 2005 LeSabre, I believe, or 2002 LeSabre that I got from the junkyard for $100, $25 a wheel. Excellent deal. And I painted them white with a DTM oil-based primer. I washed them up good with a product called Osfo, which supposedly oxidizes and kind of transforms any rust, and then painted them. So I wanted to put you know, eventually I wanted to get a white wall tire, but I thought I had 16-inch rims. Turns out I had 15-inch rims, which is factory standard on the 95 LeSabre Custom. There was a 16-inch wheel option, ironically for the upscale model, but it was a steel wheel. So long story short, I ended up having to get a 16-inch tire to kind of forced my hand and able to put the new wheels on. But since I had the car in the shop, I said, well, why don't I just spring and get the tires? Now, I got these tires, I think they were $319, and I'm basically going to pay nothing for them, and I'll tell you about that in another episode using like credit card introductory offers to get a cash back offer. And I'm going to do a whole other episode on that, but it's a nice little trick to get like $250 of, you know, whatever you want for free. In this case, these tires were $320, I think. You know, again, these are, you know, probably Chinese slave labor tires, but, you know, that's the world we live in, unfortunately. But I'll talk about that in another episode. So we have these beautiful Travel Star tires, so I just said, you know, while we're doing the radiator, why not just throw the tires on there too, and then I can have the wheels with the white wall tires with these white steel rims. I think it's going to look excellent. So that's great news. Of course, you know, anytime something right happens, something wrong happens too. And the transit over here is making terrible, terrible grinding noises. It kind of got stuck at a snowbank because I didn't have my snow tires on yet, which are here. And I will be putting those on tomorrow with my dad, and I'll actually do that myself because I'm not a complete imbecile. And so when I do those and I take those off, I'll sort of check and see what's going on, see if I can see. There might be some debris down there. I don't know what's going on, but I just bought an extra set of rotors and I have an old set of pads lying around. So worst comes to worst, I'll get new rotors and pads on the Transit. That's my everyday work vehicle, pride of the fleet, you might say. So that's just a quick little update. Hopefully it's almost Christmas, and hopefully just after Christmas and the New Year we'll have the Buick. I might get it undercoated too. If I do, I'll do a separate video on that. I got a place to keep the Buick for the winter. Thank you very much to Mr. Paul L. and Miss Kim L. For giving me a garage spot. And that's basically it for now. I got to put the Aerostar to sleep. I got 2 bottles of Stable here, of course the trusty Stable. So I put only ethanol-free gas in the Aerostar because it's 1986 and their fuel lines really don't like that. I'll probably do another video on that. So I gotta, of course, unfortunately I'm already blocked in. My great neighbor Stan, shout out to the great Stan, has we have a running joke every year where he plows me in, and the Aerostar is in this bay over here that you can see. And so once the plowing comes out, that's the officially time to put the Aerostar to bed. So she's officially to bed, but I think I'll just open those 2 bays up and turn the Aerostar on. Hopefully usually it fires right up, even though I haven't run it in a couple of months. Put some Stable in it, bring some ethanol-free gas in there, run it for a couple of minutes just to get it into the system, and that should be at least good enough. We got mothballs. It's not a good garage situation. There's rodents in there. The other day I found just a cable with nothing attached to it. I don't know where it goes to. So we'll do a video on the Aerostar. But you know, just juggling everything, trying to get everything working. And the Fiat's a whole. No, don't even get me started on the Fiat. My Fiat X19. That's has not run a day since I've had it for over 2 years. But so there you have it. There's a quick little update for you on my 95 LeSabre. It's gonna look so nice when it's done. I'm so excited to see it, and actually it might get some use this year because if the Transit's going to be in the shop for a little while, then maybe that's why I might get the Buick undercoated, so at least I can drive it in the snow a little bit, not too much, and not have it get too you know, corroded underneath, because it's so clean. It'd really be a shame to have it start to accumulate the undercarriage rust now. And of course I'll take it to the car wash religiously and all that before I put it away for the winter. And hopefully I'll be able to do some of the painting on it this winter too, but we'll see about that. So, happy holidays from Janky AF, jankiest channel on the whole wide internet world. And stay safe out there, everybody. And until next time, Janky do thanky.